Yes, that's your point. Exhausted, the most handsome, the most crazy guy on most of those online live podcasts. So I said I only bring you the best of the best. And it's a beautiful Wednesday. All the way from Limpopo, all the way from Skukun, all the way from Honamo. Yeah, I always tell you guys, if you have a hobby, make it a business. If you want to be part of this conversation, you can call us on 079786428 or our visitor today. And why music? So if you can call us on 079786428 or this gentleman,
ke tseba la bjalo ngwana kgoši ba mbašetse ba nore ke nna Mr. Emelela go ba Dr. Emelela.
Okay.
Yeah, fela ka paseng ke Thabiso ga Sebešo all the way from Gamarishane.
Okay.
Ke ngwana gona mo ga Sekhukhune ngwana kgoši. Yeah, se ke tumileng ka sona ke sona sela sa go bintšha batho. Le go nyadiša batho.
So, ke no dira music wa muta mutra.
Music o dira ngwana kgoši music o bitšwa gore kwa manyalo wa meletlo.
Okay.
Wow, keteka.
Okay.
Yeah, music o re le tšang ka re tsabile. E fela re godišitše gore le gore le go mhlomong o nyamile re tsene re go thobere go masaje pele. Yeah.
So ga music tše ka moka ga tšona, why specifically music wa manyalo?
Well, ntho go le gore ke go godiša le go atiša leleme la rena le go le celebrata le go netefatša gore lefase ka moka le a tseba gore gona re exista and le setšo sa rena se gone se exista ke ka fa o bona go le ge re kopane le manyalong le tšona di-event tša matšatši tša go swane bo manyalo balcony e ba gore re apara sa ga bo rena.
Okay, so my favorite question ga le ke nyako go botša motho wa go opela manyalo, if go opela manyalo is it the language or is it the culture? Why ke botša so?
Yeah,
nka opela manyalo ka Sezulu o ka stela
a se bothata e no ba goreng a kere jwale ka le mehlobo e fapanego mo South Africa re a dumella gore o mongwe a ka feature o mongwe and then o mongwe a ka tla go nne le batho ba le gore ba tlile ba opetse manyalo ka language tša bona and then the community especially batho ba ile gore music wa manyalo thomile ka bona ba ba amogela nka go fa mahlala ka motho go sona le Makadzi o tlile ka Sevenda.
Okay.
Yes, and ke artist ya mathomo ya go kuka music ka Sevenda ya go bia batho nka se na mathomo because a ke tsere go na le o mongwe a zamilego wa bala mo tseleng ra se motsebe but batho ba mo amogetše nako mo le o mo kwa taba tše ka moka ba sadi ba ye kwa mo le mola mara ba mo ratile, they love the sound, they loved her melody and then same thing le ba bantšinyana go ne mo ke gopola a ke se be le Marvin Kano ba ne go kenya o twa Zimbabwe o ba no go latlhelanyana language ya Zimbabwe mola ba re ke eng language le kana Seshona o ba no go topetša Seshona mola and then go le monate batho ba mo ratile wa mamogetše le ba bantši ba gona le gore ba latlhetše polelo ya Sezulu ka mogare go ba Senrebele and then e no ba gore music ke music language e tee ke music and then re tla no fela re featurana ka mogare.
So now if manyalo music ke the language or ke the culture because of a re ba mo kreno le kompono ke culture no shi ba para ka mogomongwe what
manyalo music it's a music and then e kopane le culture.
Okay.
Usually knowing gore re opela ka ilo tšolo di dira ga manyalo go swana le pinaere le nyalo go nyaka ga ragadi le malome. It's also giving you that thing ya gore o tsebe gore ka gare ga lenyalo la segageno go nyaka poledišano between two families ya ka bomma ya ka bopapa ba kopana ke moka it's a culture and then ke music o le gore o tšea culture e wa e biša pele gore batho ba e tsebe.
So meaning if ke opela music wa because ke berisha spedi ka para spedi ke manyalo.
Yes.
So what if ke tšea beat ya spedi?
Yeah.
Kopela ka Sezulu ke apara Sezulu. Does that mean ke manyalo?
A se bothata fela tsore ke gore ke ra se bothata ke taba gore setšo sa rena se fapane kudu ka matla re le maAfrika Borwa and then still o ka dira the very same thing e le gore o tla bo botša batho bao mohlobo o e ka se ga bo bona so that until e tšereng fela tlabe e le sound fela mara molaetša e sa lo motee wa gore this the culture e le gore a ikukaretšo tša pele. The only thing no ba gore o tla bo šomišitše sound e la re e šomišang, then that sound wa tseba gore e tšamile e gola e fapana from nako e sa le slow go fihla ge thoma go namelela gona jwale, and then wa tseba gore sound ke sound a ena pe e tshwenya thata ka gore ke dilo tša matšatšia re no ra gore go be monate ge re ntšha molaetša e se ka ra wantšha in a boring way a re ntšheng re dansa, the sound brings something.
Okay, so o thomele music wa manyalo, or let's say music, when was first time you fall in love with music? Not
falling in love, it was something e le gore e tlogotše le yona for a long time.
Okay.
Truly speaking, just that ge o gola di-pleke tše ding a gona le mo e le gore o kgone go kera di-studio di-group tše digolo mo e le gore o ka tepona le tv ne go duma. So from a very young age I was a dancer. That's where I started actually. Then fell in love with the choirs and everything. I was the kind of child or ka di activity engwe le ngwe, I can tell you le karate ke I was good at soccer.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, even made sure I take this soccer thing up.
Okay.
And then I even take it to other generation where I was yes. And then now music was the most important thing because wherever I was, even the guy who he came by the way. Okay. That's where I came in school. Okay. Until he metric, that's when I moved. So the guy who came, I tried music, and then nearly kind of a family, and then yeah, we joined, and then we became dancers. Then we said before we even started recording that we must take this thing to the next level.
So if it was not music per se, go with right?
Life is very social.
Okay.
Anything else will go with teaching is one of the things because I knew in teaching I can even teach people different things, not only the book, but I know I can make sure activities actually, like one music like ball, like something I better focus and then clearly the book talent, which is something and then you know I'm still doing that.
So did you go to school got music, or we need to learn what to fundamentals or for workshop? I can imagine some scholars or about workshops and trainings are there to uplift.
Not really, I did that online. If you I did that online. Luckily I had people, the person of Chimlo is DJ Orchestra William Mawamekwa from Trikopo, Go Pegasport. Okay. So it's the person oil Kilaki Tomo Takaula from he was in music before. Okay. And then it's the person oil Obam and then also because I was eager to learn. Okay. I had to get some courses online. Okay. Yeah, everything like starting to do music. Luckily I remember I had one from Vodacom. Okay. And then I took it for granted, but I said like let me try it. Then I learned more, and then when I meet people while they're in music, we kept trying to help each other, and then you keep getting experience until you understand fully what's going on. But even now, you still have to work with other people to give you the information and everything, and also the admin part of music. Okay. You also have to learn it because there is no way you're just going to understand everything.
So do you think is it important to go to school?
100%. 100% war because le batho ba ile gore bare ba gonne gore bontsha mo lona ba bantši ba just kolong ba bantši they went all the way to learn about these things. Ronald sound engineer right now you can maybe work with sound without going to school with the knowledge but if you are a sound engineer who's from school who went for to learn this thing, obviously
so do you think there's a difference between two jump school for music and someone who didn't even go to school with
different passion.
Okay.
But for someone who has a passion and then also learned different because the person already own knowledge but so everything you will do in a studio, you know how to master a beat and then mix mastering and the voices but with someone who just going for it can always come with the small things and then whatever you want 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So
what truly speaking.
So would you encourage anyone who does music to go to school for basics or just give it more effort?
Yes. Even if you don't go to study somewhere, maybe say in a university or go kaya or go college, it's important to get online classes and then attend music in a different way. That would be very nice.
So going back to your journey in Manyalo, because I'm traditional prague, I'm a poet, hip hop is the best, or piano or whatever. What were the signs of my calling Manyalo instead of other genres of music?
First, there was a point where now here is the studio. We wanted to check or keep music moving. You feel like quiet too. House because remember there wasn't piano that time. Piano. There wasn't this kind of bolo house can deep house and commercial one that is being consumed everywhere. And then the best way was maybe go to Kwaito or house for you to continue with the journey dancing. But we also checked or remember even in 2010 things were not like this now. The social media thing helping very much. By that time, we were necessarily different. You even had to go to Johannesburg, maybe
everything was in shows afterwards.
That's like outing. So it was simple for us to say, let's try Manyalo. So it's going to be simple for us also push because we already see push strategy. No, this one is fine. We can do everything and then we went to Johannesburg for the first time. I remember we did 400 LCD.
Sure.
Yes, for our first album. So you remember that time he CD too much. His cassette in the CD. So the CD too much just before USB Emelela. So it was simple in that manner. It was marketable. It was easy to actually navigate kamara. The other thing it to people tree.
So now back then Manyalo was only taken serious Galimbo. What have changed now because of propaganda? What has changed, by the way? Is it the sound? Is it the way?
Yeah. Well, the sound has evolved a bit, but remember, even now we're still dancing for songs. So it's not about sound. Actually, it was about how serious are we taking this music? Our people, are we going to sit there, acknowledge music from other nations, from other tribes, or are we going to push ours for different level in year one and remember we grew up Maskandi everywhere.
No, especially out there.
Yes, and that thing is really they made sure by here they bring it in Gauteng. We knew about it in Limpopo, everywhere in Mpumalanga. That was the we have to work to that level. So I have to sit here and appreciate by law we have been working together to push this music or official the studio different. The place in different, the stage in different. Also, the event is different. The club entertainment places It was So no shorter that thing or so I can be proud of myself to say I'm one of them, and even those who pushing it, so that Baba Mahono, even the generation 8 like music olumu. Currently you go in KZN, you find what they know about this music in Mpumalanga, Eastern Cape, everywhere.
So the Omtala social media has played a bigger role in terms of
100%.
Elevating music wa manyalo from Limpopo.
100%. And remember, no people can even get a music everywhere. That time, no CD. Now, yeah, it wasn't easy for us to go to KZN or Riksha CD, to Eastern Cape, Western Cape or Riksha CD. But now, you check the streams, I'm being streamed in Botswana, in Namibia, in Malawi, in Congo, everywhere you find Kikirele percent in Kanyana. And then now even the provinces are big. You find we still in Jaga KZN, they are even bigger.
Okay.
Because people we are the same thing, remember. It's just that the province.
So do you think the CD are still relevant now? And how is it relevant, or why is it not relevant now?
Not really. We can't write them off. But as you see, you shop finisher and we have a problem. Any sound system CD.
The 5 CD changer, what?
Yeah, so different things now. USB is if you know, are you aware the CD? Bluetooth which means you be streaming music through your phone. Then same thing got the music channel, Bluetooth then USB. If you know music, it's network USB. So CD we see the computer change, if you are aware, laptop CD so that's the thing, it's evolving. Then another problem it was a record it shows the very symbol of the music and passion of it. So no one only record LP, yeah, and then come the cassettes, then now the CD, now we are having the streaming, Bluetooth, USB, aux cable, whatever, and then what music. So I CD well fast.
So going back to Dr. T Manyalo.
Yeah.
How's the support in your community, by the way? From family, friends?
Well, I have to sit here and thank my parents, my siblings. Those are the people where I have to thank them a lot. Because in whatever I was doing, some people were going to say, so I have to sit here and acknowledge them, to appreciate and thank them. Everyone who supported me from this, from wherever I started, the journey wasn't easy. I have to sit here and thank them a lot, and then also promise to do whatever best I can to actually show them how much I appreciate their support and love. And people from this dream, they've been supportive enough. I think you come in, this 1, 2, 3 achieve. I think into too much or into too much. So I have to sit here and thank them.
So what was maybe the worst demoralizing ways that we ever been told? Come music was one trade. What if your ability of being an artist, what the doubt? What if
it's just that I've never doubted my ability. I've never doubted manyalo, because I knew it's only us who can uplift manyalo. It's there for us to uplift the thing. So I've never had that kind of negative. Remember, if you can dwell on negatives, and then yeah. Even if you know this is easy, this is simple. As long as you know you have a way, or you have to pay for others, and then for you, going to be a bit difficult, but it's going to be beneficial. So I've never dwelled too much on the negatives. No, not really, because when I started this thing, I had nothing actually to back me, nothing. So whatever I was doing, I just worked in one company, which is where I learned almost the cell phones thing. From there, I started opening my small business, which was to back me with whatever I was trying. So the risk I was taking is that I was taking that little money I was doing to support this premium music. So even started doing the music, started doing little money music. We invested back to the music, buying the equipment like the sound system, so that you can go out and promote with your own sound system. You don't have to hire everything. And then luckily about the music and people about manyalo mutomo hilo mola sound system, now you can perform. Then we see like, oh, videos, cameras. Then we started having the videos and cameras to help us make something out of this thing.
So far, what's the biggest highlight of your music career? Well,
performing in big stages, truly speaking, performing in big stages with some of the respected and celebrated artists. Talented me, and then see my music being streamed online, like somewhere you see like, oh, I'm beating this artist, like very famous artist. Be like, oh, this guy released this song 2 years back or 1 year back. Like Emelela, it's actually approaching million.
What?
On YouTube. Yeah, on Spotify I think it's around 300k to 400 now, I think so. So it's something it's amazing when you see all your streams on Spotify. I'm like, wow, this is actually something that I was streaming but remember all the time when you have to go and perform somewhere, people saw you performing maybe in Johannesburg, in Tembisa guy, they laughed you, they say, you come in, then when you get there, the DJ I was even. Yeah, the attitude generally get then you have to say my USB, no, this is my music. And then you give the person your music, I must still use some of the attitude. But currently now you feel like Emelela, yeah? Do you have Emelela? Oh, yeah, oh, you the guy? Yeah, I'm like, okay, give me the song. And then do you have first lap? You'd be like, yeah, no man, actually I love you, man. No, then
so what
Baba was still Avanti. Baba Mansi Mamud internet and how to one life. Remember I'm talking about home tell lower for I wanna no but when the village half so I want to so when sometimes you feel or tomorrow or Emelela, then the tomorrow level won't be like because all one alive. Remember this guy is short. I thought I'm short, but this one is short. Yeah, like be like because I'm on more TV or on the screens, and then so but the highlight is like being recognized, people streaming your music everywhere. You can get there and then you pass somewhere, you hear your song playing. Yeah, and then you'd be like, wow. And then actually people accepted my music, accepted me as a person, and then I'm here to entertain.
So my favorite question, what was the worst experience on stage? Maybe we should use as a barrack or DJ what's your worst experience you ever had?
You know, being the people while we are on the journey of growing this thing, there isn't any worst thing like maybe usafihla about you have to do your best. So truly speaking, on the stage now, there is nothing worse that will happen until Johannesburg or Kempton Park or how can I staging then no, only 500 people and then 20. Yeah, so I've experienced that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
How did you handle it, by the way? Because it kills the ego and the confidence.
I bring more fire. and that thing into Shiji, because you know, when I get somewhere, if the stage, you can stages, the crowd I control it. Then when I get many people will say, man, please open the stage for us. I know I'm going to get people together because I did that. Kill more space and say lower next but using my legs, using my moves and my music, I managed to but shifting and then by the time from staging 30 minutes, by the time maybe follow, I managed to get half of those people back. Know how to use microphone, that's the first thing. Growing on the street helped us learn how to use the microphone. Then people, even Mutafeta want to come and listen to this guy. Your songs, kind of music you do, when someone listens to your music, will just come and say, oh, this guy, then that's how people used to buy CDs because they love 2-3 songs, they be like, this guy is a deal. It's a great deal.
So, also being at the stage and stuff like that. Can't you fit at the stage in Wula, Fecha, being the middle? How do you take that? Because of what I want to perform after Mang, do you have such, the artist, what are those things? I want to perform after Mang.
Luckily, I never had a problem. I'm telling you the experience. I'm not going to have a problem performing before or after Mama or opening because I know I can do better when they say open. I can make sure those people they get attention, they can give us attention. And then even if I have to perform after Mutomwe, let's say you come after Marriage, you come after Ezra, you come after Sesipesha, after Makazi, I don't have a problem because I know the energy I give on the stage. I'm someone who actually my power is on the stage, behind the microphone. That's where I feel like I'll share everything. You understand? Even if the crowd is down, I have to. It's my responsibility now to make sure these people they pay to come and see us. And then if someone over Borilenyana or over attitude, I have to go there make them forget
about the person.
Yes. And then if someone will make you show to kiss a stage, I have to try my best. Understand? It's something that comes with experience of being on a stage. To say, I'm not going to worry, or I can expect on mamang, so crowd in, then I come and benefit from that. No, I can do that, and then the peasant come and actually carry on.
So, in the next coming few months, weeks, days, years, who do you really wish to work with? And why? And
well, I'll have actually along the way almost everyone very clearly one is either directly or indirectly. But currently I can say people need a direct thing where they have mama when they song. So I can't say names now, but expect some other good music from your known, well-known artists that I'm planning to work with or collaborate with along the way. So remember last year I worked with Team Emelela. Yeah, we produced one beautiful song. Yeah, Mokotsi. Yeah, Mokotsi very fake. It's beautiful. I write about by streaming ways I'm saying. And then currently I'm working with which I've just released the song last month. It's also doing well. People are loving it on the streams. Remember Malifu is one of the artists music.
It's a privilege.
Yeah, it's one of the people I know. Even if the crowd is down, that's why I follow. So yes, and then also working with Uditopa. Yeah, currently I'm working with Topa and Tony. we're just doing something tutorial this past week. Le aus Kamrelo is one of the new artists. Taylor, they are also being loved.
Manyalo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Klama pelo ya gago. Yeah. Rukishan. She's doing good. People loved her music. If you check on TikTok, people loved her sounds.
So my favorite question up on that one. Since you've been an artist since God knows when until today, who's the artist that I learned work with and I said, I learned a lot from here. Or if not a few, or but just
well, it's a pleasure being my role model.
Okay.
My sister. Actually, from Nakotelle. I even worked with her. I even produced one of the songs because she had this thing out. This guy can do his work better.
Okay.
Then she was like, no, let me try something. She said, try something. Let me see if I can work on it. And then I remember on album my OSPP, the first track there, Are You Ready? I'm the one who produced it.
Okay.
And then that's where I was like, then if I can be approved by Mutawaswan's pleasure, then I can do better. And then I kept on trying to work hard. But this is the peasant oil ore. I loved her work, professionalism, how composed she is on everything. Setup we clean, we nice, like top class. Music manyalo or real marketing. Let me professionalize this thing. Yeah, and then
pioneers.
Yes,
music.
Yes, and then so growing, you learn a lot, and we speak a lot. She says sister to me, we speak a lot. She'll call me, I will call her, and learn. I keep learning, man. Even now, I keep learning a lot from. You remember now, she's not just an artist; she can host for herself. She's a beautiful place. Then I've also started doing this last year with the producer Ogibalgalera, especially in Afropop music, because I also do Afropop, which is DJ Alonte, one of the best artists in the world, if you know. And then we started this thing, Yabapedi events, where we hosted just some of the big artists, in Limpopo. So I keep learning more from her. So it's the personal lore I really appreciate, and then
so my question, Dr. T, is he the only singer? Is he only singing in the studio, or you just doing music specifically to know or are you a writer, are you a producer? Besides you being Dr. T or what element do you add in the music industry?
Well, the nice thing is, I was fortunate enough to have someone like DJ Orchestra.
Okay.
He knew I wanted to start this thing. He knew I wanted to learn. He knew I wanted to be great. So from before Kiko Tomo Recorder, I was learning how to play keyboard. Yeah, I remember I used to borrow his keyboard and then just doing everything. Then I have to thank this guy, Mr. Manyalo. He's from Swaziland, but he's now located permanently here. I think now he's in Denelton. He used to have this kind of a band where I was playing keyboard, he played guitar. Then we played everything from reggae, from everything, And then that's how I started learning how to play keyboard nicely. So I started with production from the first album. I was on the production. I had to compose, play something on the song. Nicely, that's why I have to appreciate DJ Orchestra, because he allowed me try something, keep learning. Then I kept playing until where now all the songs were like I'm the one producing them, and then working with other people. I remember I worked with Gabriel Leshawa, Mutosona Le Ezra on some of the albums. Ephraim, the guy I started with, so yeah. But the DJ Orchestra, that's the person all over this thing I'll produce. So answering your question, I'm a songwriter, beautiful composer.
Hey, what the
Yeah, a composer and actually a producer. So a song like Emelela, I'm the one who produced like myself, solo.
From
the scratch.
Beat to mixing and mastering.
All my songs, I only go to close or who played it. I played them. And then what I'll do, I'll just make sure maybe the mastering is best, where I try to show other people how does this sound. If I know this guy has an ear of music, I know now it's sounding great. Then before I can actually dish it out.
So from today, you got guy.
Man, it's a journey. It's a journey. I know it's not going to be easy, but with how already music manyalo, you can see ourselves in big stages. It's a journey which is actually something it keep us dreaming. Or let's all be there. I want one day go summer awards. We have maybe one of our artists. Even if not me, but it's my wish. Or get the bonnet yeah, summer awards.
I have to appreciate.
So the actually the dream is just to see this genre not only for myself but for people because once on some levels, it means it's simple for me to get there.
So okay, the other question that I wanted to ask when I used to say Dr. T Sharp manyalo or coach. So what genre would you choose and be best at it?
I'm not just doing manyalo now, remember, I'm doing manyalo in Afropop.
Okay.
And then I've been featured in some gospel songs.
Okay.
Yeah, where I was backing other artists.
Okay.
Even played some instruments beat for other artists.
Wow, okay.
Yes, so I'm actually not just saying this is manyalo, just that I have to focus on manyalo and then for people to know me as Dr. T, and then I can dish more. Because people will be confused. I was doing
hey, quiet,
yeah, so, but if you are a great vocalist, they know you can easily come in. You can even. But I don't want to like come straight here and cut like a let you feature me, or let me have someone who's good in this thing, because I don't want to compromise this thing. That's why I even say to when please don't just do a song and think it nice and then try to push it. Try to get people by Lord they doing this thing professionally to us. I understand. If it's around Africa Pros that get someone or sticks a ball. I remember I did one song. I can't say Likombo or Poro, but that's kind of a style.
Okay.
I had to go all the way to Tembisa to Mkomasan. I had to go to Mkomasan. I didn't know because I had to focus on what I'm doing before I can bring something. So I was like, if maybe someone come and then we do a song, then I can throw my mara. Let me have a way. I can confuse this thing I confuse.
Okay. So you are working now full time. So how do you juggle your work, daily job, every day, and your music? How do you juggle that? Because I think
the nice thing is KK.
Oh, okay.
So we bereka play this thing nka khono tswa ka pheta mabaka ma music and then ka khono go boela ka dira se ke se dirang.
Okay.
Ba bona ka tswela pele. So ke ntwe e le hore e ntushitse gore ke khono hore na go ntse ke khono go pheta tse ding. And then later ba gore ranchi mmereko go dira arabeke. And then ka weekend I can attend every one bookle I can go. If I'm organizing an event I can go. Remember, if they don't book you, you book yourself.
Obvious. That's a strategy.
Yes, so I can actually try to balance all these things. And then no, it's end of the month. Actually, you can't go to your gig. So yeah, even if I was working, which means I have to work. Maybe that's what Friday get change.
So the other thing that I wanted to ask you, okay, Rabana music or push and everything, you don't sleep and stuff like that. So how you have big ambitions of how would you not know, hey, I can believe? What would be the signs of, hey, what would be those signs of,
but I highlighted the fact that I feel like I got a lot.
But no, after 2 years, I was achieving. How would you know? How would you still
I will still fight on because there's no way I'm going to leave everything wailing. No.
Okay.
No, I gonna.
What the tab? What the tab?
No, I gonna. Truly speaking, right now it's just to try to be relevant and try to do what I'm doing best because already people ba back up, but ba rata what I'm doing. The best thing I mustn't actually disappointing. I must try to do my best, give them best music, good music, or now in Mondo, or teacher in very different situations, or and then currently it's all about trying to take everything to the next level. But to fail, no.
It's not an option.
No.
So my question is, about it. People they say you don't have to really invest too much on music. You need to not really invest. Like don't dwell too much into music. It's not something that you can invest. Like check the music. Why 24 hours? What do you say to that?
I can say that, especially also at home. I can now tell you, I always tell me, that's why I know I'm trying to do something so that if I'm not booked, if I'm not booked, let's say you're not booked for 2 months, so it's not even easy. No, remember, now is a different thing. You still have the stress. So then I will say it will be good first from manyalo tlakara music. Actually, whatever I dream of, especially local qualifications, so for you to fit this. I told you I've never enjoyed the little Sendeki since music because I had to invest more in music, get equipment. Those things are expensive. Someone yeah, but I had to invest on this thing. You sponsor yourself. So that's why music, especially at home. There are something part time. No, you can't sustain. Nga khono patela dikoloto nga khono patela bana se nga khono tsekela sele na ka ba artist ya go bogela ka artist ko go tlapa
tsela tkola
go mo le batho o folawa na batho ka ba bidi je mejiro nya bona batho ba bone motho mo kaone o tlo khabisha monyanya wa bona. That's why it's important. That's why bana ba mma ge le ribicha re tla me re tshachaganyana if my team is coming, make sure from the tradition, blue, so that we do something.
Try to fit in.
Yeah, to fit into.
So do you think artists are investing enough in their craft? Or one budget chance?
Yeah, babanchinyana babanchiwa bonore bana go jet chance. Mara ba o le gore ba invest enough o tlo bana le ka golo ya bona to growth where bona o le gole. Mara bone ba lo we know they taking chances to just be like I can engwe shije phiatlilwe bona go pala go ya kicking ka tabaro she judge le deposit mara ane le all things for go dira jwang. You understand? And then we come for the appearance and everything, how they are dancers and how they also coming out. So it's important actually for artists to invest more.
So my last question on the whole thing, do you think now the artists they know anything about image as an artist?
I think they know. They just don't care. Some they know, but actually all they know, they just don't care enough.
Do you think it's important to have an image as an artist?
100%. People, they don't just hire you because of music. You can have nice music, but if your behavior as they will have a problem. Or I can't have someone so. I can't have someone so. Even if music you want, but I will be there as long as what's our word. Yeah, but no,
because we have that music or maybe sometimes Kosha we right, Marwana music video or one perform.
Yes.
We love the music.
100%.
So Baba one music.
Rather music in Marana, you don't feel like and it's a problem. So I will also advise artists your image it's you. Your image is you. You can market yourself anyhow, but as long as your image doesn't appeal, you will have a problem. So you need to make sure your image is attracting people, it's attracting companies, it's attracting investors. I mean, sponsors and organizers, and those people by law, they can give you something.
But about Buka,
it's simple. Government social media everywhere. I'm on TikTok, Dr. T. Wanamola Barinyaga TikTok on the number phone is 0722 666623 0722 668423. Leko Facebook Dr. T page Rona and Dr. T Emelela and the profile here personally. Kamoka Honokera the phone jacket on and then everywhere on Instagram as well you get Dr. T. X or Twitter, get Dr. T, no, but Dr. T. The information is there, the email and number phone.
So book you again,
everywhere. I remember I had some people by Lord, they always wanted me to especially the gospel events. Somewhere I went to be an MC, also to try to, people back on yes. They are there, but they also want this thing that's I want. So yeah, so I bring that vavavumnyana
okay.
So that at least they're honor nyana gobe monata skana bona go let's say ke gospel artist engwe na bo di song selection go tlo go le batsena ka song selection mola but ba rata eso eno ra ke tla ba pala neng but ba borega then how to ba palaela ba chiba boregile. And then 1, 2, 3, and then they need someone out on the and then from there, yeah.
So even beside music and other things, you also an MC. Mutaka Buka is an MC.
Yes. No, I had some few gigs as an MC.
Okay.
A few gigs, they were actually some of the beautiful setup chikidi boning, and then Neki Fita was yeah.
So the most amazing feeling that you got Mutaro Bijaka and Dr. T, where was there? Where was it?
Actually a few months back I was in Kempton Park.
Okay.
Go shopping and then I was just sitting there because I had the order and then I was like these two young ladies, and then he was like, Dr. T, yeah. And I was like, hello, then I was like, wow. I'm not surprised around here. Everyone, and then I'd be like, they'd be like, and then it's fine. But I was surprised there. Like it got me like, yo, like
what's like him?
Yeah, I was like, like really? Then somewhere you just see people like, then I should page a number or regular banal thing or when.
Okay, what do you skip a channel with Dr. T Emelela? Why or do Emelela? Is it because of your favorite song, breakout song, or not what's why that? You need to Dr. T Emelela, why you not doing the vast lap and stuff?
That was the song Elore. It's a breakthrough.
Okay.
Like you're actually and everyone knows Zebaka Emelela.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, this can also be my outfit labor to they know that's the guy. And then apparently remember le yone ka morago ka tlhokomela le Emelela.
Wa direkisa ba no di
No, currently ke na le nna and then the team ba ile gore ba bereka le nna. Yeah, la ga ba wa ntshine ba bolela ka go di reka so
what if ke senyaka re
ke ba ka order fela if mhlomo senyaka then you have to make order then go direle sona ke go romela sona go ba ku class collector wa ka mkhono tla.
Okay, so far you don't have merchandiser Emelela.
No, go team fela and then only on request. That's where maybe one can get the merchandise.
Okay, so
yeah, so I was saying because remember so I battle or label so that's why I'm having mine so that I know ke bapatjana everywhere I go. So unfortunately kwa maotong ke tlamile ke no reka tšetša bona ke ja para mhlomo le maroko ka gore ai wa bona mara ke a tswa re mola ke na pick ba ka sena batho ba bona mo batho ba bona nke mo godimo. So that's why I have to put myself first. Yeah, until mhlomo go tswelela ba ga spelete ba reka go apesha then now so ga ba mphile diaparo awa ke tlabe ke ba patše le nna ke apere go ba ga bo mma ba rawa tše apara awa mo is not a problem.
But we have a vision of having your own brand.
100%.
Okay.
Being someone who grew like in business, those are kind of the things je le gore ke go bona gore ke di dirile so that ga wa tshepa fela on one thing. Yeah.
So what can you say to your fans, whether it's been there from day one until today? What can you say to
them? Man, just to say thank you. Le ba ka matla, ga o ntwe ke tlo go ira go ntse ke a leboga but ntwe ke tlo go ira go fela o netefatsa gore we visit different places, organize events like we having this Bapedi events. We try to organize events in different places so we get to visit different towns, villages, even though Naleba Merakenya Bupedi Manyalo balcony mix. Yeah, it started in Pretoria and then we were in Wiketlo, the last one, the coming one is in Tembisa. And then we will be coming to different places just to show them how we appreciate and then come to them re-embraces I wish the concept e ka gola le tša go ja nako eo e be just pedi mala mogodu hlogo le merogo mekhusha mashontša everything. So the concept I wish e ka gola mo but the people I'm working with I believe they have dream le wona to make it grow. So I think it will grow to a different level more. I wish everyone can just keep supporting us. As I'm saying, thank you very much. Cholambele ba streaming music, and then lego re bitša manyalo di partying kae mo le gore ba re hloka re gona re ture ka kudune re tura go tsananyana mo le gore
ba tsipaganya
ya mo le gore le wena o go busha gore ngwana modimo le yana ke tla ke mo lego.
So what are the ways that you live by? Can you motivate someone to check us maybe say those ways or maybe there are certain coaches that you live by?
Nothing is impossible. Yeah, nothing is impossible. And the other thing you need to go get whatever you want. Go get, because everything is just here. You just have to make sure you focus on getting it.
Yeah,
you know, when you started to attend school from go grade R or go crèche, you just knew one day you offer go metric. So each and every year, remember give me what me guy.
10.
Yeah. You have to work from go official that 10 years until also a certificate sale and then coming out from there saying go nyaka go jira 1 2 3 go tertiary level. Then you go there. What's that? How o pass out long about I career but come you wake up and say this is what I'm going to do and then I'm going to get it no matter what, no matter how difficult it's going to be. So can train that playing motivator. You need to be a go-getter.
Dr. T. Manyalo for being such a wonderful guest. Let the quality school to some music, guys. Like I always say, if you have a hobby, make it a business. If you're not Manyalo, the Rachel take a Manyalo. If you're not driver panto like Dr. T back then, I wish you got driver sponsor. But anyway, that's for our topic for another day. If you're not a top and make money with that, if you're not a dice, the Rachel, if you or at Facebook, make money with that Facebook because of you may never know. Because of what's the use these days, you'll never be passionate about. Like so post is also the most handsome, the most crazy guy on most of us online. Dr. T.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then yeah, kilwa matba lo gore mhlomong ba gaufinya le go lo funding a re kopaneng ka Saturday ko Emelela Resort. Re tla be le birthday celebration ya DJ Magnificent ba bantshi ba motse as a content creator go ba DJ ba re ka magaja magaela all the way from Kamampogo. Re tla be le gona ka mo.
Thank you.
And then babanga chuja August manyalo balcony tla tembisa mhlomong ka Friday yone go ba Saturday re tla le fa black or giving because very nyakile black ngore bona ka re ke nyane after the response ya go weekend. So bana ba ma are kopaneng fao and then maraga fao le tla follower the page tsa rena ka no jaga fela ja most of those online radio then ba khono kerea information ka mokara yona everything e dirang. It's either socially, musically, entertainment, everything. Tango!
Love you!